Welcome on into the channel. We are going to be attempting our first perfection run at Stardew Valley. As of the start of this playthrough, I have roughly 270 hours in the game, and I've brought my first ever playthrough farm into year 3, and I feel comfortable enough with the game that I can get perfection in a somewhat reasonable amount of time. It's going to be another standard farm because it's my first perfection run, and who really knows what kinds of stuff I might need room for that I don't know that I need room for, and the standard farm has the most tillable soil of any farm. So we're going to start there, and I'm just going to kind of chip away. This is not a speed run. I'm not expecting to get to perfection as quickly as possible. I'm just trying to get there pretty much. We're going to start by just trying to complete the community center in year 1, and then we'll kind of take it from there and see what we can do. So come along for the ride. I am going to be recording all of this and posting it to YouTube. However, I will be probably playing a good chunk of it off stream, as I often find little tiny chunks of free time sometimes where I can only, I might be able to fit in a day or two, but it's not really worth it to go stream. But I will make sure I record all of it. I'll try and provide as many tips and tricks along the way as I can. So stay tuned, guys. It's going to be quite the ride. Okay, here we go again, another farm. So, just gonna put a random funny name in here. We're gonna call this Done It All Farm, because that's the plan, is to do it all. My favorite thing, once again, is gonna be hose, because that's the best garden tool in the world, as we all know. Animal preference, I'm going to pick the white cat in memory of Zoe, the most recent pet that I had growing up. She lived 17 years. We've had her since I was, 14 years old. She passed away just a couple years ago. She was my baby. I miss her. And then we'll go ahead and we're going to pick the standard farm. We will customize our character. That's good enough, I think. We're going to skip the intro because I've played this game before. And we need to guarantee year 1 completable, because if you don't, there might not even be a chance. You might get screwed over because you can't get the red cabbage seed at the traveling cart, and this guarantees that the red cabbage or the red cabbage seed, or pretty much anything you need for the community center, will appear at the traveling cart at least once at some point during year 1. The only time you really can get screwed over is if you get the red cabbage or the red cabbage seed in day 5 of spring and you don't have the money for it. Obviously, we're doing normal community center bundles. We are not doing Joja Mart. That's for a separate playthrough. We're doing the community center. We're going to try and complete it in year 1, as mentioned. Spawn monsters on the farm. We're going to save that for another time. I think all of these settings, I'm not trying to do any random stuff. We've got no, animation canceling, none of that. This is just the vanilla game as it is. No mods, no nothing. So, here we go. Well, here it is. The start of perfection. 15 parsnips out of the rip. The mayor's gotta give us a little gift because we are a rookie at farming. And I'm just going to move a few things around just so that I'm wasting a little bit less time in the morning. Always check your TV. Always check the weather. Always check the fortune teller, because that might influence what you want to do in a specific day. Very bad luck day today, but that's not that big a deal, because all we're really doing is foraging and cleaning up the farm. So nothing to really be worried about there. So swinging the scythe takes no energy, so you can just kind of swing it whatever. Why can't I hit that? Oh my god, I'm a dumbass. Okay. 9 o'clock, off we go. Let's go talk to some villagers. I'm gonna zoom out a little bit. Okay, there's Gus. Might as well introduce myself to him. Your first quest, obviously, is to, cultivate and harvest a parsnip, and then greet people. So we're gonna go talk to Pierre. And we're going to use our 500 gold to buy some more seeds. I'm just going to do all parsnips. You can do whatever you want, but all parsnips, in my opinion, is a decent way to go because you want to get a quick payday in the early going. You don't have a lot of gold early on. I've seen people say, "Oh, buy one of these, and one of these, so you could get the community center done faster." But the reality is, you have all spring to do it, and it's not hard to. Really, if you have these down by week 3, you're going to be fine. Plus, I'd rather not lose one of these to a I'd rather not lose one of these to a crow, because your first few nights until you unlock the scarecrow recipe, you're not going to have a scarecrow on your farm. You could just plant the 15 parsnips and not plant anything at all other than that on day 1, so that you don't have to deal with scarecrows. But if you lose 1 parsnip, 2 maybe at the very most, it's not that big a deal. So my business here is done. Let's move on. Oh, there's Marnie. But next place I want to go is to the carpenter shop. I already have a map drawn up on Stardew.info, which I'm not going to show to anybody because you'll see it. You'll see it as it develops. I'm not going to spoil what it is that I want to build for this farm. But anywho's, you can. This is where you go for your you can get some resources here like wood and stone and that sort of a thing. You can upgrade your house, or you can construct farm buildings and move them. We're going to be constructing buildings later on, but for now, I just wanted to move my house a little bit. All right, you don't have to move your building on day 1 like I did, but I'm just constructing my farm early on. So there's that. Oh, we'll talk to Maru. She is one of the bachelorettes, so you can date and marry her. But more on that later. Let's go back to the farm and plant our crops. 2 leeks, very nice. 2 leeks. That is a loved item of George. They're also pretty valuable, so. Well, early on they are. Let's make a chest. I'm gonna have to throw something away, am I not? Yeah, I am. Yeah, we can get rid of the... No, we can just put it down and then pick it back up. Don't eat sap. Don't do that. That's a resource. Save all your resources. Just in case I need to eat a leek, I will bring one. Carry all that. Where am I gonna... Oh! Alright, I forgot to move the shipping bin, but that's whatever. Alright. We won't need the watering can. Yeah, bring the hoe, because you could get those little spots. You could dig up those artifact spots. So always bring the hoe. We're just gonna find as many forage items as we can and get some resources. Ooh, there's Haley. Taking her pictures. Yes, I am that new farmer boy. She's too involved with her camera to notice me. Oh, that's too bad for her. Another thing in spring is get these spring onions. And Sam, alright, so Jody's home. And this is Emily and Haley. Yeah, look in the trash cans too, you never know what you might find. Alright, Emily... You know what? She's at the saloon. She works at the saloon. That's where Emily would be. We already bumped into Haley. There's Elliot. We're gonna eat that dandelion. I'm gonna need it for energy. And we get a seed spot here. So we get some carrot seeds. That's another form of cash. Maru and Penny. I think we already talked to both of them. Nope, I haven't talked to Penny yet. There's Alex. There's another one. In the saloon, this is where people hang out at night. So there's Pam. And there's Emily. I married Emily in my first farm. I don't know who I'm going to marry in this one. And then Shane, the drunk one. He's probably the most useless bachelor or bachelorette character in the game. Yeah, not getting a lot of forageables. We've only found like 3 forageables. I guess that's perks of having a bad luck day right off the rip. Alright, now we are in the absolute pitch black. You can get rings later on in the game and like have extra light and stuff, but for now we don't. 11 p.m. Let's go around swinging the scythe a little bit more. Stay up as late as you can every night. But we're pretty low on energy, so I'm just gonna swing the scythe. Continue cleaning up the farm with whatever it is that I can see. And for now, we'll ship these 2 spring onions. Yeah, we're not selling any resources. I mean, I probably should keep those for food, but whatever. All right, that's gonna be a wrap for day 1. A whopping 16 gold. Okay. So, day 2. The mission here is simple. Water your crops and then fish until you drop. Don't care what the luck is, but of course another very bad luck day. But all we can do is fish, so that's what we're gonna do. Because you get the fishing rod today. Gonna rain all day. Ooh, raining is good though. But 2 very bad luck days in a row. Very typical of me. Alright, keep finding cool stuff, but your backpack is full. That's another thing we've got to get in week 1, is the backpack upgrade. And then, what is this? Yep, it's a fishing trip. Alright, cutscene with Willy out there having a nice smoke. About to give me my very first fishing pole. I'll skip the rest of it. You all know we get a bamboo rod. And then we just gotta look out for those little spots. I don't see any, so I'm just gonna start throwing line. You can go get the training rod if fishing becomes too hard in the early going. I haven't had a problem with it. As I say that, I almost fumbled my first fish. But as you can tell, the bar is super tiny in the early going. But it's not that hard. I mean, it's not that hard. But if you really need the training rod... How much gold is it? I can't even remember how much gold it is. But it automatically gives you to level 5. But you can only catch, like, cheap fish. Alright. Yeah, if you catch seaweed, keep it because you need it for fish ponds. Now, if you get a perfect catch like that, it automatically goes up 1 star. See, that was a gold star sardine. It would have been a silver if I didn't get a perfect, meaning you keep it within the bar the entire time. And soggy newspapers, you can potentially get cloth out of that if you put it in a recycling bin. It's kind of a rare drop, but you could, if you get lucky, you could get cloth out of that with a recycling bin. Oh, whoops, what did I just do? I accidentally released the fish. I went to go check a setting and I accidentally released the fish. Whoops. A flounder, very nice. That's a loved item of some character. I know it's at least a liked item of some character. Yeah. I think either the anchovy or we'll sell all these. The next rod you want to get is he doesn't have it yet, and he's not gonna until you get a certain level of fishing. The fiberglass rod, that's the next one we need. Well, the iridium rod's preferred, but... Alright, as I said, we're gonna fish until we drop. The only thing you really lose from passing out is a small amount of gold, and you just wake up with half energy. And we're gonna pass out before the next fish bites. Hate to see it. Alright, that was a good hard day of fishing. And level 2 fishing proficiency. Okay. We woke up with full energy. I don't know how, quite honestly. Alright, sunny day tomorrow. Rainy day today, which means we don't have to water our crops, and neutral luck, so we have more time for activities. And a croc got after one of our parsnips, whatever. Yeah, we could probably do a little more foraging. Talk to people. We'll fish in the mountains. Yeah, let's head to the mountains and fish. Get out of here. Yep, Dr. Harvey. Yeah, 52 gold. So you don't lose a whole lot. Head over here. The mine's open in day 5. Alright, there are a few fish that we need from here. I think a chub is one of them we need for a bundle. I don't know the bundles off the top of my head. I mean, I kind of do, but I also kind of don't know the bundles off the top of my head. Oh, there's Linus. Yeah, we gotta talk. You gotta get friendly with Linus because he has decent perks. Oh, yes, sir. We need the bullhead. Yeah, we need the bullhead for sure. Yeah, treasure chest. What do we get? Oh, amethyst. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Largemouth bass. Those are fun to catch IRL. 15-inch largemouth IRL actually isn't a bad fish, at least here in New Hampshire. Or New Hampshire and Vermont, it's not. Okay. We will take that. Yeah, you know what? I'm full here, so I'm gonna do some foraging. Linus, bro. Hello, stranger. Alright. You could give him, like, for... You could give him, like, food that you pick up off the ground. Like, he likes that stuff. Let's introduce ourselves to Demetrius. I don't think we've done that. Yes, I've already met Mario. She seems cool. Yeah, Clint's an odd dude, but we all like him. We all secretly like Clint. You know, it doesn't seem like we do. And here is the empty museum. Ooh, they stole all my artifacts, this Gunther dude. I've already seen the cutscene, so I'm gonna go past it. And we're gonna donate... Archaeology, donate something and get 250 free pieces of gold. Appreciate that raid, dude. Let's go. Welcome on in, raiders. What were you guys playing over there, Release? We just got an ancient seed in day 3. Just as free release comes in with a raid, we just started it. We're on day 3, year 1 spring, and we just got an ancient seed in a treasure chest. Yeah, give me that ancient seed recipe. Yes, sir. We're gonna plant that thing right away. Yeah, it's not good weather for sports. You're not wrong. Willie, who else is in here? Harvey. This guy's always drunk. And there's Gus. There's Leah. Ooh. If you ever get Driftwood, save it for Leah. Like, she likes that stuff. No, I'm gonna give her a daffodil. How you doing, Leah? You know, maybe I'll marry Leah just for fun. She's cool. She's nomadic, kind of like me. She lives in her own little house. She's kind of artsy. She likes simple things. Alright, we got level 1 foraging, too. Not bad. Alright, let's go on to day 4. Fortune teller. 3 of our first 4 days have been very bad luck. You should see me play Pokemon Stadium, speaking of bad luck. Oh my god. I'm still trying to finish Pokemon Stadium 2, and I get screwed over by some of the stupidest things, luck-wise. Recipes. Alright. I'd like to apologize for joking about your grandpa's old cottage. Oh, this is from the mayor. Or from Robin. Advertising her expansion. And yeah, maybe we should get the... We can maybe get that fishing rod, but I would rather get the backpack upgrade, and I want to get the backpack upgrade in day 5 and head right into the mines. Oh, that's the hat rat thingy down at the bottom left corner of Cindersap Forest. Ooh, the sunfish, we need that for a bundle. 10 bait. I probably should get that fiberglass rod. I just really want that. I just really want the backpack upgrade. Yeah, we do. Alright, Willy. Have a smallie. Have one clam. Yeah, the fiberglass rod. Yeah, we could do that, and then... Yeah, we're gonna get the fiberglass rod. How you doing, Leah? Does she like these? She does. It'd be nice to get to 4 hearts with somebody so I could dance with them at the flower dance. Alright, maybe we could sneak in one more. Probably not. And it's 2 a.m. Cool. Already level 4 fishing. Okay. Day 5, our first payday, our first mines day. And oh, perfect luck day for the first day in the mines. I'll take that. The early days in the mines are always not easy. Oh, the alien. See this cat here? I do. She's my baby. Found it. It. The cat isn't it. Hate to see that. Cat's an alien. Of course I'm going to adopt a cat. Alien. We'll just call it Alien. Linus, we didn't lose any gold. No, we did. It just wasn't a lot. Alright. More mail? Oh, this is the... Yep, this is the Jojo Mart thing saying blah, blah, blah. The mines are open. Alright, our first set of parsnips. So what do we get? Ooh, 37 regulars only. Okay, no golds. That's interesting. We're definitely gonna have to do. We're definitely gonna have to make fertilizer as soon as we get level 1 farming. Yep, we'll go get some potato seeds. We'll plant some potato seeds and we'll get the backpack upgrade. I'm gonna take some of the fish with me and sell them to Willy just in case. Yep. Bundle fish, bundle fish, bundle fish, bundle fish. Bundle, I'm not sure if it's bundle or not. That definitely is, that definitely is. That's an extra. And then all this bream. Oh, one of the bream we need. River jelly, yep, we can use that. We'll go sell these to Willy. That way we can get some potato seeds. We'll come here and plant the potato seeds, and then we'll go right to the mines. Yeah, I nearly forgot about the traveling cart. Oh my goodness. These are all good for the... Oh, man. You know, that's not super rare. We could find another one. I'm gonna get the backpack just so that... Okay, now I've got 800 gold remaining. Yeah, let's do potatoes and parsnips. And 1 bean starter. We'll do one of these. You know, 1 bean, 1 cauliflower. And then 8 potatoes and the rest on parsnips. Now we got 250. We can get 10 parsnips, I think. 9 potatoes. Good enough. Alright, nice. And good. Well, the rare seed would have been nice to have, but... Good thing is I didn't see the thing I was hoping not to see, which is a good thing. We're going to keep going back until we get it, and we absolutely need to buy it when it shows up. Alrighty. Here we are, the mines! This guy over here, Marlin, is going to give us a sword. Terrible sword, but you can actually get a pretty good weapon early on. If you just got to kill those bug things. It's the ones that turn into the ones that turn into bugs you can't damage when you get to the Skull Cavern. I can't remember what they're called, but they're weak in the early going, but I mean, they're a weak enemy in general, but it's just if you kill a lot of them, then... Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. We gotta start here. Alright, how do we wanna... Go with that first, put everything else to the side. Oh, we got good luck today. Hopefully we'll be finding a decent amount of ladders. Do you have... Oh, alright. We just got a better weapon. Not much better. It's got an enchantment on it. No, it doesn't. That's not an enchantment. So yeah, we'll take the club, though. I'll definitely take that. That thing's so slow. Dwarf scroll, yes, sir. Collecting those early on is nice. Not a bad first day in the mines, though. I mean, half a day. We descended 10 floors, and we got a decent amount of stuff that we need for bundles. Alright. This is gonna have to be it for the stream, though. I'm taking note of what time it is. I typically don't stream this late. Typically, I'm on between like 6:30 and 9 during the week. Friday nights go a little bit later. But today was definitely fun. Did a lot of cool stuff. Alright, yeah, we'll worry about all the rest of this later. Dump everything in here, and then we'll build another... We're gonna have to build another chest and do some reorging in the next day. We'll plant those mixed seeds real quick. Watering can. I probably should eat something. Horseradish. Alright, nice. I've got everything needed for the bundle. For the foraging bundle. So yeah, we could do some of that stuff in day 6. Yeah, we did alright today. We definitely did alright. Alright, I'm gonna plant them but not water them until the next day, which is fine. I'm probably gonna run out of energy if I try to water them. Alright, yeah, we're gonna head in. Pet the alien. Oh my god, the TV's in the way. Alright, guys, that's it. Forward to that. Level 1 mining. And level 1 combat. Alright, good to see. Alright, fellas, I am out of here.